Coming to you live from the EA Sports Arena in Vancouver, it's the 80s All-Stars and the 90s All-Stars. Hi, I'm Marv Albert, along with the Czar, Mike Fratello. Let's listen in as the starting lineup is introduced.
Starting at center, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Starting at guard, Clyde Drexler. Starting at the other guard, Magic Johnson. Starting at forward, Larry Bird. Starting at the other forward, Julius Erving. The coach, the 80s coach.
The 90s team controls the ball, and they're headed up the floor. Hardaway is met by Drexler. At the basket, Bird with a nice effort to stop the offensive player from scoring. He didn't want to give up the easy bucket and will make him earn it from the line. Hardaway draws the foul and goes to the line for two.
Who's got the shooter?
2 for 2. O'Neal with a smothering defense. Abdul-Jabbar with a step outside the line. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
A rejection is a great way to inspire your team.
Well, you can tell he's feeling it on defense. A lot of players getting touches on the 80s All-Star. Ignoring the hip fake, played right where he is by Hardaway. Johnson to beat the clock, sinks the jumper. Pippen challenged by Irving. Misfires from downtown. They're not giving up any territory. That was a nice defensive play by Irving. Shot no good. Some nice hustle by the defender.
He hit the shooter's head that time. Even though he didn't block it, he made sure the shooter knew he was coming for it, and that may have been enough to make him rush his shot.
What a play. He collides midair with the defender, somehow is able to make the adjustment and gets the shot to fall. Amazing.
Defensive foul to number 32.
Johnson was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. Team first one's no good. He's 1 of 2. The spin. Pippen in heavy traffic comes up with 2. Malone playing stiff defense. The pass stolen by O'Neal. Bird swats it away.
They're having trouble with the pressure.
That was an impressive steal by Malone. Malone with the jump shot. Let's go to the replays.
To number 33, Larry Bird.
The defensive foul committed by Bird. Personal foul number 2. Malone sinks it from the line. He comes up with it. Great defense by Abdul-Jabbar. Well, they're fortunate that pass wasn't picked off.
I agree, Marv. They don't look confident right now moving the basketball.
From down low,
to number 33, Larry Bird.
Pippen is fouled on the shot and heads to the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. He hits both. Chambers is coming off the bench for the 90s All-Stars. McHale with the shot, can't get it to fall from the baseline.
able to hit even with a hand in his face.
Swatted by Chambers. Well, that was a very impressive defensive play.
His man is going to think twice before attempting another shot.
The miss, and it goes out of bounds. Miller is checking it off the bench for the 90s All-Star.
Number 31,
Thomas bringing it up court. Malone surrounded. One shot is no good.
The other team has missed several in a row.
That was an example of outstanding defensive positioning by Chambers. Nice ball movement from the 90s All-Star. The feed by Miller, the 80s All-Stars. Looking to set something up. They call a timeout. The 90s All-Stars are all over their opponents. A good job of hitting the shot over the taller defender. A nice challenge against the defense by Drexler. The two's no good. He got out and challenged that shot and forced the miss. That's good hustle by Drexler.
Number 33, Alonzo Mourning.
Mourning called for stepping out of bounds. Thomas with the jumper hits the two from the top of the circle. The two's no good. Malone goes to the back down. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock with the jumper.
To number 4.
Well, number 2 on the 90s All-Star.
Number 2.
Gervin is good on the first.
The 90s team looks very determined on grabbing every possible defensive rebound right now.
Hill in traffic. Jumpers off the mark. Gervin is on it. Blocked by Chambers. He looked very sharp in that play. He's really getting into it defensively. Webb elevates, misses the two. Well, they have not had the touch, but remain ahead.
The other team is doing a good job defensively, but they can't afford to let up.
Covered tight by Chambers. McHale setting up down low. Comes up empty. Mourning tries to back him down. It doesn't drop for him. He got hit on that play. Made the adjustment to get it off, and it just did not fall. Thomas from downtown. The three doesn't go.
Miller uses height advantage over the shooter to force the tough shot and the miss.
Oh, it's denied. Hill with no room to breathe. Gets it to go from the right of the circle. Pulling up, Drexler contested by Chambers. A long two doesn't go.
Chambers didn't get the block, but bothered him enough to cause the miss.
He changes direction. From underneath, denied by Malone.
Alonzo Mourning.
The ball is kept moving by the 80s team. With the shot, can't hit for two. He skies for the rebound. Advances up court. A spectacular dunk.
Grant Hill.
It's a backcourt violation call on the 80's All-Star.
Credit the defense for pressuring the ball and making things difficult.
Worthy rejects that shot. Here's Thomas. Out of bounds off the miss. O'Neal re-enters the game for the 90's All-Stars.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Payton setting it up on the left side. In close and no good. That's the first rebound of the game by Johnson. Sound defensive effort by Hill. Clock's at 4. He doesn't go for the fake. Gervin with 2 on the clock. No good. He had to beat the clock. The shooter was forced into a rush shot and the miss. That was some nice defense by Hill. Hill defended by Gervin. Oh, what a block. Worthy is really feeling it defensively.
That block should send the message to the other team.
From the post. Hustle down by no good on the tip. O'Neal is there. O'Neal from in close gets 2 with the finger roll. Setting it up on the right. He puts it up. The 2's no good. Abdul-Jabbar at the rim. No good. The contact forced him to adjust his shot, and he couldn't make it stick. The shot misses the long 2. Another board by O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal with the exclamation on the finish.
Marv, there's a reason why he was named one of the NBA's 50 greatest players of all time. He just absolutely dominates when he gets the ball close to the basket.
Knocked away by O'Neal. The 90's All-Star. Want to talk it over.
Irving.
Got erased by Abdul-Jabbar. Loose ball, last touch by the 90's All-Star.
The passer needs to be absolutely certain he makes eye contact before attempting an alley-oop. That was not a good pass.
Layup's good. Here's another look, Czar.
Johnson.
Hardaway setting it up.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
The 80's All-Stars giving their opposition no room to move. He blows the layup. Well, there was quite a defensive statement by...
He forces the turnover. The active hands coming up with the strip.
Missed the layup. Johnson tries the jumper, hits for 2, able to avoid the defender on that basket.
When you have guys flying at you trying to block your shot, it's easy to take your eye off the basket and blow the bucket. He kept his eye on the rim, followed through, and made it look easy.
Malone backs him down, flushes it down. Karl Malone.
The 80's All-Stars look lost on defense and incapable of climbing back in.
Hardaway with the rejection. The 2's no good. Grabs his first board of the game. Malone steals the pass.
There's time for them to run a quick play to free up a man for a shot and still get another possession out of this.
Rebound collected by Irving. Intercepted by Hardaway.
Good anticipation that time. A heads-up play to deny the passing lane and come up with the steal.
Right side, trail man. Pull out, screens.
Here's O'Neal.
Defensive foul.
Here it is
to number
again.
33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
They have
Shooting
no
two
more
for
fouls
the
to give.
90's All-Stars.
Rims out. He misses both. The shot clock is off as they play this out. 10 seconds left in this quarter. Lays it home.
The 80's All-Stars are still down by double digits, but their offensive play has improved from the earlier stages of the game.
From in close.
Defensive foul to number 42.
O'Neal is hit on the
James
shot
Worthy.
and will head to the line to shoot two. Makes the first. A nice hustle by Pippen. Pulls in another rebound, putting up the prayer. The first quarter is in the books. The 80's All-Stars trail by 13.
No. EA Sport. Yeah. Carolina Pride, y'all. Let's go. I'm riding down I-85, bouncing dirty. Ooh, that Carolina blue candy paint is blurred.
Watched very closely by Hardaway. Thomas, being guarded closely, gets two from in close. The 80's All-Stars are looking to continue this run and cut into the lead.
They're more in rhythm now and have picked up the intensity at both ends of the court.
Abdul-Jabbar sends it away. Johnson from close range. The 80's All-Stars are showing signs and have cut into that lead.
They're taking much better care of the basketball and find themselves right back in it.
Kept away from the basket by Irving. Out of bounds, last touch by the 80's All-Star.
For the 80's, number 44, George Gervin.
Chambers closely guarded.
The 90's All-Stars have done a good job depending on the outside shot points on the board. They're getting a lot of their points in the period.
McHale is going to work.
Defensive foul to number 24, Tom Chambers.
Chambers with the foul. That's his first personal, first team foul. He gets it to fall. Chambers with the nice ball.
He did a great job of boxing his man out that time.
McHale with the nice block. With the pull-up, Hardaway with the pressure.
He isolated the defender one-on-one and took advantage of him. The offense called the right play.
Hardaway pulling up from downtown. No good from three-point land. Hardaway with solid defense. Drexler with the notion to fire. Misses the two. He gathers in the miss. Sent away by Irving. Pippen doesn't take the fake. Misses from just inside the arc.
Another miss. This team is just not getting the job done right now.
You're right, Czar. This game could be out of reach soon if they don't find a way to score. Hits the close one. The 80's All-Stars cut into the lead but have not been able to stop the other team from scoring.
They're playing with better control and need to continue getting back into this game one possession at a time.
Can't get it to Tippins. No good. Terrific man-to-man defense by Pippen. Pippen working from the middle. He takes it inside. One-hands it. Pippen with the answer, and a little back and forth now with his man, Czar.
They're both competitive guys. I think they'll keep going at each other till the final buzzer.
McHale from up close, finger rolls it out.
It's important not to give up anything easy near the basket.
I agree, Czar. That was a very effective defensive effort by Chambers. Pippen is in a groove, and he's hit 3 in a row.
He looks like he's getting started, Mark. Let's see whether or not they continue to go to him on the offensive end.
From down low
to number 24.
McHale is fouled, and it'll be charged to Chambers. Good on the first. The 80's All-Stars able to start the quarter strong, and they've narrowed the gap to 11. McHale makes both free throws.
Number 33, Grant Hill.
The 80's All-Stars putting on a clinic of how to stay in front of your man. Hill draws the foul and goes to the line for 2. No good. Hill gets 1 of 2. O'Neal steps back on the floor for the 90's All-Star.
Number 32, Shaquille O'Neal.
Slapped away from behind by O'Neal. Nobody able to come up with that loose ball.
The 90's. Number 20, Gary Payton.
Comes up empty. They continue to control the defensive boards.
They've made a real effort to keep the other team off the glass.
He tees it up, hits the 2.
They saw an opportunity to run a post play and took advantage.
From the paint, Thomas with the foul. Counted for 2.
The 80's All-Stars just haven't shown the necessary effort to close the gap. They need to keep scoring and pressuring the basketball.
Malone right at the basket. Here is another look at that play.
Defensive foul to number 21, Dominique Wilkins.
Team
Shooting
foul
2
number 2
for
picked
the
up by
90's
the
All-Star.
80's All-Stars.
Karl Malone.
It drops. He makes the move. Hardaway returns to the floor for the 90's All-Stars. He sets up on the right. Malone steps on the line. Hardaway handling. O'Neal working underneath.
Dominique Wilkins.
O'Neal is fouled, and he's being sent to the line. First shot is good. Two for 2. Irving now returning to the floor for the 80's All-Star. O'Neal allowing no movement by his man. 10 to put it up. Johnson out of the crowd comes up with 2. Backcourt violation is called against the 90's All-Star.
Players without the ball have to do a better job of helping out and relieving the pressure.
Johnson called for the charge and his first foul. Parrish now entering the game for the 80's All-Stars.
Number 00.
Webb taking a look from the right side. Spinning. Scottie Pippen, the strong finish.
McHale was calling for the ball down low, got the pass, and made the shot.
Hardaway releasing. The 2's no good. Rebound number 1. 3 on the clock. Parrish. 3 ticks left. Misses the 2.
O'Neal and the shot clock, both forcing him into the low percentage shot that time.
Deflected. Pippen launching from downtown. Turnaround. No good. Irving made that a difficult shot from outside.
He did a nice job of challenging the shooter.
He shoots. Can't hit for 2. A defensive wall put up by Gervin. Pippen with defenders all over him. Hits for 2. On the shot clock for, a great rejection. Shaquille O'Neal. Pippen at the basket.
Irving made a smart foul, Mark. He saved his team 2 points.
His first personal team foul. Number 4.
They've used their last foul.
At the limit.
Pippen makes his first. He hits both. Miller checks into the action off the bench for the 90s All-Star.
Reggie Miller.
Johnson sets it up on the right side. Batted away by Miller. O'Neal sends it back. Miller from 3-point territory.
Reggie Miller.
The score is 51-31. McHale is fouled and it'll be charged to Malone. Chambers coming into the game off the bench for the 90s All-Star. Hill came up with a lazy pass.
He's demonstrated his quickness with that steal.
Too much contact. Could not adjust in time to make it fall. We're seeing some nice passing out there. Out of bounds. The officials say it's last touch by the 80s All-Star.
Number 33, Alonzo Mourning.
Mourning from point-blank range. Drills it for the 3-point play opportunity.
To the line. Shooting 1.
Mourning hit the foul shot and a 3-point play.
Clyde Drexler.
Totally shut down by Hill. It doesn't go. A terrific interception by Johnson. Setting it up on the right. The passing lane, played by Payton. Gary Payton coming up with the steal.
Payton showing why he earned the nickname, the Glove. He's not as quick as he used to be, but still a great defender. He can still lock players down. He's still a ball hawk.
Picked off by Malone. He pressured the ball and forced a bad pass.
He's showing a lot of energy on the defensive end right now.
Johnson covered by Payton. From the post, jumper is good. Setting it up on the left. On the shot clock. Hill bothered by Drexler. Jumper doesn't go. He got his hands up to bother the shooter just enough for the miss. That was a nice challenge on the shot by Drexler. Can't hit the turnaround. He hustles it down.
2 minutes to go.
Drexler biting on the head fake, staying right where he is. He puts one up. The 90s All-Stars go up by 23. Drexler with it on the right side. The pass stolen by Payton.
They're not executing very well offensively. Too many passes being intercepted by the other team.
Johnson working from the right side. Worthy, little room to move, can't find the hole. He grabs the rebound. Wilkins on the denial. Loose ball, out of bounds. When entering the game for the 90s All-Stars. Pulling up, post shot is no good. He chases it down. Drexler with the ball.
They need to be careful here, Marv. The other team is doing a great job of playing the passing lane.
Malone returns it to him. Nicely done by Hill. Rejected by Drexler. Payton from in close. Drops two in from close range. The shot clock's been turned off. "15 seconds to play in the quarter. Counted for two. He finds the bottom of the net, even with a man right up on him. That was an impressive shot by Johnson. Commits the offensive foul. He commits his second. 5 left on the clock. With the shot, he grabs his second rebound. Well, at the half, the 80s All-Stars trail by 23. It's been a disastrous first half, and they have a long ways to go.
I don't know about you, but I found that hard to watch.
Here are the key players at the half. Drexler taking a look from the right side. Abdul-Jabbar at the rim, counted, and he'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Terrible play defensively, Marv. The defender didn't do a very good job at all of disrupting him on a shot, and now gives him a chance for a three-point play.
The 80s All-Stars able to add one more from the line for a three-point play. Drexler knocks it away. Johnson, not a lot of space, sinks the... Payton sets it up on the right side. Abdul-Jabbar denies the shot. The 90s All-Stars help each other out at keeping the opponent in front of them. McHale is backing down his defender. He puts it up, comes up empty, controls another rebound. Pippen in heavy traffic. Pippen is 9 for 17 from the field. Sent back by Malone. From the low block.
Number 33.
O'Neal is fouled and it'll be charged to Abdul-Jabbar. Doesn't fall.
Who's got the shooter?
He hits 1 of 2 from the line.
To number 32.
O'Neal with the foul. That's his second personal, second team foul. Abdul-Jabbar misses his first.
Watch the shot. Eye on your man.
He's 1 of 2. The 80s All-Stars came out of the half determined to cut into the deficit, and they have narrowed the gap to 20. intercepted by Johnson.
The 80s All-Stars are not making smart decisions passing the ball.
That pass was nearly intercepted. Johnson with 3 to shoot. Couldn't get it to fall. He got hit. Had to change it up, and it just would not go. Payton from close range hits the finger roll. Abdul-Jabbar with a spin move. He could not stay in bounds. Mourning heads it off the bench for the 90s All-Stars.
Alonzo Mourning.
Hardaway's not taking care of the ball and has whistled for the out of bounds.
I don't know where he thought he was going.
Brings it up court. The loose ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the 90s All-Stars.
Number 24, Tom Chambers.
From in deep.
To number 24.
Irving is fouled on the shot and heads to the line to shoot 2.
Team foul.
Rims out.
3.
He gets 1 of 2. Miller is now checking in for the 90s All-Star.
Reggie Miller.
The pass played perfectly by Drexler. The 80s All-Stars, keeping everybody involved. Irving rises up.
Reggie Miller.
Irving is fouled on the shot, and he is sent to the line. It drops.
Are at the limit.
Irving gets them both. Hill steps in from the bench for the 90s All-Stars. Swatted by Abdul-Jabbar. Thomas surrounded, able to finger roll.
Isaiah Thomas.
Mourning up with the shot. Yes, the 80s team is making an effort defensively, but the other team is on fire from the field.
They're hitting tough shots, Marvin. This team needs to keep up the defensive pressure.
From underneath, what a move. Definitely contact on the play, but he compensates and hits it anyway. He won't be denied.
Alonzo.
The 80s team calls for time.
Number 32, Karl Malone.
Malone from down low. An errant pass that time.
They need to communicate better out there.
Hill guarded by Worthy. Thomas comes up with the ball. Almost stolen. He crosses over. Finger roll doesn't drop. Mourning comes down with it.
We're seeing some great positioning by the defender tonight.
Sets it up.
He knows he's got the green light with this defender on him.
Payton fires, hits the 2.
Hill with a nice look to set up the finish. He's getting his teammates involved.
Thomas with the change of direction from in close. The close one's no good.
Mourning is making it difficult for the other team to score points.
His defensive positioning was exceptional during that play. emphatic dunk.
Alonzo Mourning.
A terrific interception by Miller. Malone on the rejection. The 80s All-Stars with nice ball distribution. Only 5 left on the shot clock. Clock's at 3. Clock's at 2. The 3 doesn't go. Advances up court. Hill with his foot over the line. Hardaway returning to play for the 90s All-Star.
Penny Hardaway.
Shooting comes up with 2.
The 80s All-Stars still have a long ways to go and need to keep an eye on the clock in the second half.
They've been able to connect from the field on a consistent basis. Here's Hill. Throws it down. Brings it up court. Blocked by O'Neal. Denied by Hardaway. From the paint, the 90s All-Stars lead by 25. The 80s All-Stars take a timeout. The shot knocked away by O'Neal. Hardaway tries the 3. The score is 80-52. With the jumper, good from the post. Off the backboard. Chambers seeing his first action of the night for the 90s All-Star. Yes!
80s All-Stars passed it to the low post and got a tough basket in the paint.
Bringing it up court. McHale right up on his man. The 90s All-Stars taking their time, waiting for the open look. Backing down. O'Neal with 2 left. Can't get the hook to drop. The shot erased by O'Neal. Parrish working on his fender from the post. He's extended to 4 in a row now.
He's hot now. They should take advantage of that.
The near steal. O'Neal with the facial. Shaquille O'Neal. Worthy in traffic. Nice basket. He absorbs the contact, changes his shot while in flight, and makes the basket. It's not easy to handle the ball when you're being pressured by Johnson. Puts down the one-hander. Magic Johnson. He changes direction. Pippen puts it up, misses the 2. He collects the rebound. Setting it up on the left. Out of bounds, the loose ball, last touch by the 90s All-Star. The 80s All-Stars nearly turned it over.
The defensive player got a hand on the ball.
Counted for 2.
Worthy setting him up for the finish. That's how you take advantage of the defense coming to challenge. You draw them in, and then you find the open man for the basket.
O'Neal is fouled and only charged to Abdul-Jabbar.
Into the game for the 90s, number 32, Karl Malone.
gets into the paint, finishes strong with two hands. Gary Payton. Terrific ball pressure by Payton. 3 team fouls on the 80s All-Star.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar into the game for the 90s
Advances
All-Star.
up court.
Number 31, Reggie Miller.
No doubt about it, he is hurt.
Malone made a good play that time to stop the basket.
He's forcing his man to earn those points from the line. He's not taking any chances here. He's going to get that right leg checked out.
On the bright side, he's not their best player, so this injury shouldn't have much bearing on the outcome.
For the 90s,
They are at the limit.
O'Neal.
O'Neal hits his first. Irving with another rebound. O'Neal denies him. Loose ball, last touch by the 90s All-Star. Being allowed to shoot from outside by Hill. Johnson with 3 on the clock, off the mark.
That was an outstanding defensive possession.
They had a hard time handling the defensive pressure applied by Malone.
He gets it back. Nice job of playing the passing lane.
O'Neal blocks it. Sent away by Malone. Malone is finished for the game. He suffered a right leg injury and won't be coming back. That's according to the latest update to his condition. Irving with the shot. The two's no good.
They continue to work very hard on the defensive board. The other team is getting very few second chances.
O'Neal with position with the gorgeous move. Takes the contact, adjusts his shot in midair, and gets it to go. He doesn't bite on the fake. He puts one up, hits for 2. He challenged the bigger man and drains the shot. A nice job of being the aggressor on offense by Johnson. They've switched the shot clock off. 14 left to play in the quarter. Puts it down with power.
Alonzo Mourning.
Five seconds left in the quarter. Drexler pulling up from the perimeter. 3 quarters through this game, the 80s All-Stars trail by 23.
This has not been a very impressive performance through 3 quarters.
Czar, this one is pretty much over. Nicely done by Drexler. Thomas with the jumper, no good from the left of the circle. Not a real high percentage shot against a taller defender.
Well, it's turnover. He comes away with that pass.
Irving from up close. Thomas with the helper.
He finds the man out front for the score. That's playing smart basketball.
Jumper's off the mark. He takes the rebound. Batted away by Malone. Backs him down.
80s foul to number 6.
Irving is whistled for the foul, his second personal.
Team foul.
He gets it to fall. That's his third board of the game. We have a timeout called by the 80's team.
Number 24, Tom Chambers.
Out of bounds, last touch by the 80's All-Stars. Rejected by Abdul-Jabbar.
Defensive foul to number 33.
Mourning commits the foul, his first. Irving sinks it from the line. He makes them both. The 80's All-Stars open this final quarter trailing, and they have responded. They've narrowed the gap to 20.
Abdul-Jabbar needs to be careful here. He's close to fouling out.
That's team foul number 2 on the 80's All-Stars. Mourning able to hit from the line. Grabs his first board of the game and is checking in off the bench for the 80's All-Star. Thomas with it on the right side. From the look, sends it back. Tom Chambers. Web handling. Pulling up, hits the 2. Chambers with the foul. That's his 4th personal, 2nd team foul.
That's his 4th personal, team foul, number 2.
Comes up with 2. With a man challenging him, he's able to drain it. A good job that time by Irving. Sets it up. Rejects it. Counted for 2.
They did a very nice job of getting the ball into the post and scoring down low.
Setting it up. Pippen lets it go. Hits for 2. Looking for the open man. Sent back by Chambers. He drains it. He didn't have much trouble outplaying his defender to get that basket.
That's a matchup he can exploit. That's just not the type of defender who can stop a player like him.
Elevates and shoots. The score is 97-76. From down low, shots no good. Pulls in another rebound. Out of bounds. The officials say it's last touch by the 80's All-Star.
Number 32, Karl Malone.
The pass played perfectly by Thomas.
He played that perfectly, anticipating the pass and shooting into the lane for the steal.
Irving with no room to breathe.
Irving is shooting under 30% from the floor.
Advances up court. He sets up on the left side. Irving making a defensive statement. Taken away by Thomas. Thomas takes it inside. Timeout is called by the 90's All-Star.
James Worthy.
A terrific interception by Gervin.
Too many careless passes, Marv. They need to make sure the intended receiver is open and ready to catch the ball.
It's difficult to win games when you're turning the ball over. Can't get it to go from in close.
Malone is very active right now on the defensive board.
He's done a nice job of anticipating the misses for the rebound. Pippen with the interception. Backing down. From in deep, no good. Try to adjust in midair, but just too much contact on the play. Thomas working from the right side. Worthy with the notion to fire. The two's no good.
They deserve full credit for their effort so far in this game in controlling the defensive boards. They haven't let up at all.
Karl Malone. He won't be denied. Really need to start taking better care of the basketball.
They're trying too many risky passes, Mark.
The delivery by Payton. Pretty nice job of passing by the 80's team. Swatted by O'Neal. Gervin being guarded closely, hits the two. The 80's All-Stars need to find their offensive game if they want to reduce the deficit.
Right, Marv. Time is not on their side if they intend to come back and make it close.
He crosses over. Payton right at the basket, gets it in from close range. Bird with the jump shot, the two's no good. He changes direction.
Good pressure D to force that turnover. The other team has not been able to handle the pressure. You can sense that they've lost some confidence handling the ball.
Webb anticipated that pass. Good things happen when you apply defensive pressure. He played tough D and no rejection. Payton closely guarded. Worthy picked up by Hill. He blows the layup. The layup doesn't go. Gets his hands on another rebound. Worthy tries the jumper. Comes up empty. Webb rebounds the miss. Payton advances the ball. Here's Malone. Comes up with two. The passing lane played by Malone. The 90's All-Star. Webb at the basket. Harris comes away with the ball. Worthy pulls up. Hill contests, but can't get the tip in. Czar, he did an impressive job defensively on that play.
It's important not to give up easy scores close to the basket.
Misses the two. A difficult shot for the shooter. He forced the tough shot with his height. Some nice defense displayed by Johnson. To shoot, down to two, hits it with 2 seconds showing.
80's All-Stars should have started a comeback much earlier in the game, Mark. They're in a tough spot heading into the final stretch.
He doesn't go for the fake. The two's no good. Another rebound hauled in.
They are really taking it to their opponent, Mark. Old school, hard-nosed, physical play out there.
Drexler up with the shot. Hits it with 2 to spare. Malone working the post. No good. Bird able to grab another board.
Left in the fourth quarter.
10 seconds showing on the shot clock. Johnson releasing, tips it in. Nicely done. O'Neal, play by Parrish. They move it around the offensive end. What a move. Karl Malone. Drexler taking a look from the right side.
O'Neal steals a pass.
O'Neal out of the crowd.
Magic
O'Neal was hit on the attempt and is sent to the line. It's good. O'Neal makes both free throws. Chambers comes in for the first time tonight for the 90's All-Star.
That matchup is one that will be a problem for the defense.
What a play! Reggie Miller. He stepped out of bounds. Mourning is coming off the bench for the 90's All-Star.
33, Alonzo Mourning.
Bird goes to the back down. His foot was over the line. Pippen returns now for the 90's All-Star.
Scottie Pippen.
Blocked by Irving. The shot clock is not a factor now. With the tomahawk, a spectacular finish. Julius Irving. That will do it.
80's All-Stars struggled all game to find a consistent flow on offense.
No loss is a good loss, but to be blown out at home, that has to be embarrassing.
No doubt, Marv. Their fans expected better.